Okay, so we have this week's coding assignment where we're adding an employee, adding a customer. We're also creating methods to retrieve all pet stores, retrieve pet store ID, buy ID, and delete a pet store ID. So let's go through the pet store controller class first. We'll have the insert pet store employee. Path variable takes a pet store ID and a pet store employee data. We have our log info, and we'll return pet store save employee on the service page. With the post mapping, pet store ID employee, and we have basically the same method for the insert a customer. We'll take a pet store ID, a pet store data object, or pet store customer data object, and return basically the same method. So we can go to the service tab where for both those methods we created a DAO class with customer employee in the JPA. And we also had to create a find by employee ID method, a find or create employee method, and a copy employees field. We also had, and then we could finally create our somewhere on here is the save employee method. Here we go. Here's our save employee. We also had to do the same for customer. So we have our save customer method here, find or create customer method, find customer by ID method, and our copy customer fields method. So we had to create the DAO class and those four methods in the service class to create the two methods for the add employee and customer. Next, we had the get mapping, the retrieve all pet stores. So we had that here with the get mapping. And again, we'll retrieve all pet stores on the service class. And here we have that method where we're going to return a list of pet store data. We have our for loop here that's going to clear out the customer and employee information. We're going to return the result. We also are going to have a method to retrieve a pet store by ID, seen here, and then on the service tab, pretty straightforward. It's going to use the find pet store ID method and just return the new pet store. And finally, we have delete by ID, which is going to turn in pet store data, the delete by pet store method on the service tab. It's going to delete, and to get it to work, I just had to set it to return null. So let's go through. Let's look at dbeaver. So we have right now 3 pet stores. We have 1 employee, 1 customer. So let's go ahead. First, we're going to add our employee. So got to click one right up. So let's go ahead. Oh, forgot to start the application. All right, clear that, and there we go. We added our second employee. Let's switch that to customer, clear that out. We'll grab some customer information. And we'll go ahead and send that. And now we have our second customer. Go to dbeaver, refresh. It doesn't want to refresh for some reason. There we go. And now we see we have 2. So, and they should both be on pet store 3. So now let's go to our get mapping, and we just need pet store. And we don't need our headers. Here we go. And so now we ran our get all, and we can see we pulled our 3 stores, but we can also go by 2. We can see we pulled the individual, and now let's go to our delete. Let's switch that to 3. That's the, and actually, we'll just keep it on 2. We'll clear that by contains no result. So we refresh and we go to our pet store. We can see the 2 pet store has been cleared.